Here we go, Rick.
Yo, it's your man's Big Daddy Roughneck. You're tuned into the Gary Brugman Podcast. Prepare to be entertained.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Did you know we're at episode 45? Episode 45. This will be a great episode. We got a special guest here with you tonight. We're going to talk to you about the Man 22 event going down in Fayetteville, North Carolina on August 22nd. So hold on tight because we're going to bounce off some guardrails and let's get through it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to episode 45 of the Gary Brugman Podcast. We got a special guest tonight. I'm going to introduce him here in a minute. But first, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or whatever platform you're listening on, please give us a 5-star rating and a short review so we can climb up that ratings ladder. We're trying to make Joe Rogan's podcast number 2. We're trying to be number 1. We're almost there. We need your help. Let's get rolling. All right. I know it's pure vanity, but hey, we like vanity. But as usual, you're at the mercy of whatever interests us today. So we got some good stuff that's interesting us today. I'd like to thank real quick Maximum Altitude for all your custom truck accessories and off-road needs. Call my brother Joey Max. Maximum Altitude has a state-of-the-art shop and showroom that'll floor you. I mean, it'll just blow you away. He's got everything there. Maximum Altitude's been in business here in San Antonio for 26 years, and Joey's the pioneer in custom trucks here in South Texas. So go to MaximumAltitude.com or call my brother Joey direct at 210-655-0184. And don't worry, your wife called. She said it's okay.
And so did your mother. Oh.
And so did your mother. All right, we got GMR Gold. GMR Gold, I've bought many pieces of silver from GMR Gold. They have a subscription package that'll fit your budget. They got 5 different levels, so whatever budget you're on, start investing in precious metals. GMR Gold, what about GMR Gold? I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
Bouillon Box.
BullionBox.com. You know, they changed their website. They went from GMR Gold to BullionBox.com, and it throws me off. BullionBox.com and GMR Gold on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to request information on how to secure retirement with precious metals in an IRA, give them a call at 877-795-9585 and talk to Charlie or Tom, and they will hook you right up. My Bullion Box should be here in about 3 or 4 days, and I can't wait to get it.
Oh boy, me either.
But let me tell you,
for you to get it.
I know, right? But brother, let me tell you, TJ, if you've ever thought about what it's like to be in the old patrol, be a border patrol agent back in the days, man, Old Patrol HQ is a Facebook and an Instagram page about life in the old border patrol. And if you ever wonder what it's like, go check it out. He's got funny memes. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. And that's quite a few shenanigans along the way as well. Go to www.oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com, and he's got all kinds of merchandise there. He's got cups, T-shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff with all Border Patrol sayings. And they also have the official Gary Brugman Podcast T-shirt. So don't forget to go there and get your Gary Brugman Podcast T-shirt. And be ready to go because you're going to want to buy everything, man. Follow Old Patrol HQ on Facebook and Instagram for some history, a few shenanigans along the way, because there ain't no patrol like the old patrol.
There ain't no patrol like the old patrol, baby.
That's right, brother. Honor first, honor always, man. And finally, we can't forget about these people, man, because they hook us up all the time. Hero Soap Company. Hero Soap Company strives to pay homage to the values that. Why are you laughing?
Because as soon as you say Hero Soap Company, I think of Peppermint Cool, man. It's such an experience.
Dude, let me get through this
soap.
Let me get through this before you start your shit.
Understand. Go ahead. I'll stand by.
Okay, so it's a do-over?
No, hell no. It ain't no mulligan. Carry on, Forrest.
Hero Soap Company strives to pay homage to the values that our country was founded on by our forefathers. They are a veteran-owned company, and a portion of their sales are donated back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. Each bar of soap is made in Phoenix, Arizona, and all the ingredients for their soap and the clothing are sourced from companies right here in the United States of America. And when you go to their website and you check out their scrubs and you check out their soaps and you check out their merchandise and you put it all in your cart and get ready to go, at the very end, use promo code HONOR FIRST. Not honor like get honor, but honor as in honor. Get honor first. It's a promo code that Hero Soap Company came up just for the listeners of the Gary Brugman podcast, and it will get you 10% off every order every time. And speaking of Hero Soap Company, don't forget to wash your taint. Wash your
taint with Peppermint Cool.
Peppermint Cool, baby. Made specifically for the taint. That's TJ's favorite right there.
It's a wake up, bro. It's like coffee don't do what Peppermint Cool does, bro.
It's like Bengay without the burn.
Word is born. It smells good. It gets popping, baby. It lathers good. I use a loofah, so I get good lather. You know
All right, dude. We have to cut this podcast short again.
No. That's it. Peppermint Cool, Hero Soap Company. Try it.
Well,
at least try it.
I need to come back to Hero Soap Company and say something about them. But before we do that, I need to do a dedication because, as y'all know, I always forget to dedicate the podcast, and it's an important part of the podcast to me, and I always forget to do it, even though I have it written down right in front of me.
Just like YouTube.
YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Every podcast, he tells me this. YouTube. Search Gary Brugman Podcast on YouTube, and all these episodes will be right there starting 11 episodes ago. And we're up to episode 45, but we started with episode 34 on the YouTube. So go check us out. People love watching it. It's growing, and it's going to get better here soon. I promise y'all.
Smash the like button, click subscribe, and then click on all notifications because you'll be notified as soon as that episode drops.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. And don't forget to subscribe, man, because I'm trying to get up there. We need to make this happen. So I'm going to dedicate this episode to the fallen troops, to the fallen law enforcement, our fellow first responders, the firemen, everyone 9/11, all of our fallen in our country in the history of time. I'm dedicating this podcast to you. It's going to be a great podcast. We thank everyone for their service in whatever capacity they were in. And this episode's for you, to the fallen. So get back to Hero Soap Company. I got a message from Hero Soap Company about, what was that, like 3 weeks ago? And they told me, they sent me a flyer and told me to shout this. They asked me if I can shout this out on the podcast. And I was like, all right. And there was an event going on in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It was a Man 22 event for suicidal awareness. And I was checking it out. And as soon as I was like, okay, well, I can do this. I mean, I was going to do it for him anyway, but I started looking at the event, and my brother Bobby Henline is going to be there, and my brother Bernard Carrick. And I was thinking, you know what? I'm totally down for this. And I contacted one of the guys that's putting on the event, and his name is Rick Murillo, and we have him here with us tonight. What's up, Rick? How you doing, brother?
What's up? How's it going?
It's good, man. And we want to thank you for being here. And we know we've been trying to schedule this for a few days now. So thank you for being here. And here's a toast to you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks, CJ, for coming out yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. TJ was out in you're in Charleston, South Carolina, and TJ lives in Sumter, South Carolina. So I was glad that y'all were able to.
Easy. Antifa's doxing us, bro. I live in Merck City. Yeah, it's Sumter, but we call it Merck City, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all went out and had that event yesterday, and that was great, man. I really appreciate that y'all went out and did it.
Yeah. So basically, it was I was actually supposed to be in New Orleans. You know, again, you didn't think they would invite me back after I sunk that airboat, but they invited me back.
You were telling us about that. Give us a rundown on that.
If you're able to, what's the legalities? We don't know.
The Hawaiian shirt right here. So this Hawaiian shirt got specifically made for me, and it says Captain Ranger Rick right here, and it has an airboat right here and some alligators. And the reason behind it was because I was on an airboat with my friend she hired her friend's dad. He has an airboat, so he came out, took us on his airboat. So he was just like, he stopped the airboat to take a piss, and he goes, "Hey, do you want to sit in the captain's seat?" I go, "Sure." Then he goes, "Hey, do you want to drive it?" I was like, "Man, hold my beer." I was like, "Let's go." You know?
Famous last words, hold my beer.
Exactly. Obviously, he doesn't know what a Ranger and SF guy is type. Like, hey, we might not know how to do something, but we'll figure it out along the way. You know?
Right.
And I drove the airboat for about 7 minutes before there's a video out there, but the video only shows about 10 seconds of me flipping the airboat. But, so he said, drive it, go back and forth. And then he says, "Hey, do some circles." I was like, cool. He didn't tell me that I need to pull out of the circle and not stay in the circle. So I did circles and I stayed in the circles. So once the boat settled, the water came in, it's top heavy, and it went over. And boom, we're in the water in the middle of the bayou in Louisiana. Gators, it's breeding season. I think the only thing that saved me was the fact that there was gasoline, high octane gasoline all over my body and everything. And I was like, I figured that's the only thing that saved me from the Gators, because they didn't want to eat a gasoline filled up brown guy.
It was a good marinade.
Man.
It took about 20 minutes for our first boat, because lucky thing, the girl I was with, she had her phone, and when she fell over, which has the video on it, he was able to call the guy's son-in-law, who's a cop in the area, and was like, "Hey, we just flipped the airboat. We need you to come get us." And he was like, "Don't mess with me." She was like, "Nope, pretty sure. Yep, we're in the middle of the swamp right now."
Oh man!
No, thank you.
So from that came that custom Hawaiian shirt that you're wearing.
Shirt, and on the back of the collar it says, "Did you die?" That's what I think of. I was like, "But did you die?"
Dude, we're gonna have to buy one of those. We're gonna have more of those made up.
That's for the YouTubers, man. If you're listening on the podcast, check out YouTube. You will be able to see this popping Hawaiian shirt. And his arms are popping too, bro. He's bulging out of it. He was like, "Oh, I got a shirt for you, TJ. It's a medium." When I went to the event to talk to people and introduce myself and interview them, and I said, "A medium." I said, I'm not a medium. Yo, he put this thing on him. It was like a glove. His pecs were popping. His arms were popping. Then he's doing pull-ups with the plates, with the plate carrier on. Dude, wow. He did 10 in a row like it was nothing.
No kidding. How much did your plate carrier weigh, Rick?
The goal is 22 pounds. So my actual real plate carrier is back in Fayetteville. I forgot it there. So I had to borrow my roommate's. But he's got some high class 4 steel plates in there. So the plate carrier is probably about 20, 25 pounds right now, but the goal is to have it at 22 pounds. And but it sucked. And then I actually went and did my 22 pull-ups again today. So that's knocked out. And then tomorrow's another day. 22 pull-ups for 22 days to raise awareness for suicide. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Started 5 years ago when those numbers became that alarming. Right now we're sitting at 20.3 on an average, but that's still 20.3 or 22 too many, and that's where we're at.
All right. So this event, the Man 22 event that you're putting on, you got quite a few sponsors, and and I've watched the videos of the other ones that have happened. You sent them to me, and it's going on August 22nd in Fayetteville, North Carolina at what's the place called? Rick's Place?
It's called Rick's Place. It's not my place. A lot of people think they're like, "Damn, Rick has his own place." I was like, "Nah, man, I barely have a room." You know what I mean?
I get that.
It's called the Rick Harriman Foundation. And Rick Harriman was a CAG, which was a Delta operator, 160th guy.
Okay.
Passed away, and his best friend had this house and this piece of land, and he extended his land in the back of this neighborhood. And they ended up calling the Rick Harriman Foundation, and they run a summer camp for youth. So I actually, one of the things I do is also Parkinson dedication. And I went and did a Parkinson dedication out there in honor of Rick. And, Kristen Patton runs it out there. And she said, for anything I need, she's willing to let me do it. So I changed the location due to the whole COVID thing.
Nice.
Going more private and more, ceremonial this year because it's the 5th year. And I'm flying in the family, or they're flying in, and we're taking care of all their accommodations of the guy who I created the run for.
Okay.
So, I mean, if I can go into the history of the run right now, that'd be
Go
great.
ahead, brother. Go ahead. We got you.
So the
Let them
history
know.
of the run. So the history of the run started about 6 years ago. One of my good friends, Barry Barker, specialist Barry Barker. I was an SF guy, got out. You know, I went through my times, my troubles. I got shot in 2008. Started drinking, started partying.
Where did that happen, Rick?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Province, January 26, 2008. My mother's birthday was January 25th. And
Okay.
so I got shot the next day, and I always say they tried to ruin my mom's birthday. But
Right. Okay. I get it.
I survived it. It took me a month and a half to heal back up, and I went right back. So, I mean,
He's got the wounds. He's got the wounds like you wouldn't believe, man.
I believe it.
But if they could have happened anywhere better, you will never know they're there. You know, unless you spray.
One bullet in here, there, split here, went in here, came out the back, and then 4 to the chest.
Wow.
More tattoos.
But this one didn't crush anything, didn't do anything. And there's a funny story behind that, too. I got stories for days.
Go into it, brother.
We got a whole hour, bro.
When I got shot, I got on the radio, and I was like, pimp down, pimp down. And my buddy gets back on the radio, and he goes, pimp down. So every January 26th, we have a celebration of life, is what we call it, and it's called Pimp Down Anniversary. So I'll send you the narrative of what my buddy wrote about that day.
I'd love to see it.
So not only do we celebrate, me being alive, but we celebrate those that we've lost, and we honor those. And this year was a good year. We dedicated a flag in honor of Tim Hankins, who committed suicide, 18-year Army Green Beret. I gave it to his best friend who built a bar in honor of him. So I invited him out to the event, and I presented him this flag that said Tim Hankins flag. And this flag went from Texas all the way down here to South Carolina, Charleston, and went through my dive school, which I'll go into. But yeah, so I went through my problems. I hung out with people for about 3 years, besides Barry, that didn't really care. They got out because they were miserable with the military or whatever, and we just ran amok. Right. And my life was spiraling down, and I found myself in a lot of trouble, some huge trouble.
Right.
At that point, a year later, Barry actually went to Seattle, where he was from, and he went to commercial diving school there. He went to become a commercial diver, underwater welder, underwater construction guy. And right after that, he was in a relationship. He ended up killing himself. So, I got the news, and I was actually on house arrest at the time, and I was too busy on fucking up my own life, if I would say that, that he was my best friend. And if you consider someone your best friend, you should be there for them.
Absolutely.
Because of the fact that I was too busy screwing up my own life, I wasn't there for him. I wasn't there to accept that phone call, to make that phone call. So when his funeral happened, I couldn't go to the funeral. I couldn't do anything because I was stuck. So I made a promise to myself that I was going to fix myself and make a difference. And that's what I did. The first thing I did was I reached out to his friends, what we would call trolling on Facebook nowadays. I trolled all his friends, and I found that he had one of his friends had his dive helmet, which is a 37. This dive helmet's worth, back then I thought it was worth $5,000, but now that I've been to dive school, it's worth well over $10,000.
Right.
This guy, Jeff Olson, and I said, hey, man, you don't know me, but he's like, I know who you are. Barry talks about you all the time.
Wow.
I was like, I would like his helmet. I would like his helmet shipped to me. And he's like, are you serious? I was like, yes. I was like, you don't know me, but I'm going to strip this helmet down. I'm going to get it painted, and I'm going to do a dedication to him. And then I'm going to fly the helmet to Seattle to meet his mom and give it to her. And so he did. He trusts me. He sent me this $10,000 helmet in the mail. I found a guy, now my tattoo guy. He stripped the helmet. We put Barry's 82nd Airborne patch on there, his OEF4, OEF5.
Right.
I did, like I said, I did some trolling, found out his Boy Scout troop number 123, which was easy. DIT. On the front of the mask says Barry Barker, his date of birth and date of departure. And you know, my birthday's May 3rd. His is May 5th. He died April 4th. You know, and so I got the helmet. I did a little event the night before I flew here, where we took pictures of the helmet, professional pictures.
Right.
We did a little event for all the friends in Fayetteville, and then the next day I flew to Seattle. You know, the people, the legal people, you know, I told them what I was doing, and they decided, hey, you're good. Don't worry about what you got going on. You know, so they took my ankle bracelet off, and they let me fly to Seattle to present this helmet.
Wow. Outstanding.
So Barry's mom, she didn't, all she knew was what Barry told her. She didn't know, she never met me or anything like that. And all she knows was this big brown dude was coming to see her to give her something that belongs to her son. So she was actually supposed to pick me up at the airport, and she didn't pick me up at the airport. She left her car at the hotel, and she had somebody else come pick me up because she was nervous and she didn't know what to expect.
Wow.
And I got there, and we actually flew in. I flew in. One of my buddies from New Orleans flew in. He was our roommate. Me, Barry, and all of us hung out. And then Barry's ex-girlfriend, who happens to be my ex-girlfriend. You know.
Hey, it's a party. I get it.
We flew in from Korea, so you know me and Tremario went. I waited till he got in, and I said, hey, let's take the helmet and present it to his mom and meet his mom together. And,
right.
And that's what we did. And I popped open this Pelican case. And the first thing she says, she goes, oh, that's where his helmet went. She's like, thank you for making that decision for me, because I was going to sell it and give the money back to his grandfather. I was like, damn it, my bad. And she was like, oh, you know. And then, so like I said, the helmet's sitting there. I have a binder that has what everything on the helmet means. Is 82nd Airborne, Boy Scout, this and that. And then I have two funny stories of one of me and Barry, and then another one. And then I have a CD with the picture of the night before the event. We took pictures and stuff like that. And I presented to her. And you know, the original plan was to do it at a dinner, but I didn't want to do that because there was going to be a lot of emotions there.
Right.
So I left the helmet that night and let her, you know, sit on the helmet and just marinate it. And we did a dinner the next night. I reserved the restaurant. All his friends came. They saw the helmet, this and that. So the next year, I said, hey, I want to do something for Barry. You know, his birthday's coming up, you know, and, let's do something in his memory. And one thing I've always loved is running with my body armor and running in my BDU pants and my sneakers. So I say, hey, let's run in our body armor. And as a matter of fact, let's take the name tape. You know, I'm going to wear Barry's name tape, and I'm going to wear that and, you know, in honor of him, and run 2.22 miles. At this time, 22 push-ups a day was going on. And to me, 22 push-ups a day, just like today, is not enough for guys like me, guys like you guys.
I get it.
So I said, hey, let's run 2.22 miles in body armor. And people were like, whoa. First year I did it, 55 people showed up. It was a raining Sunday. And I remember because one of my friends called me and he was like, hey, are we still doing this? It's raining. I was like, yeah, we are. And he's an SF guy. And he's like, I was just making sure, but I am actually here in the parking lot right now. So he was actually
nice.
He passed away about 2 years ago in a motorcycle accident. Jay Otts, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But those are memories. And we went and did the run. And right after the run, we did 22 push-ups still. First year I did the run was 55 people. Second year was 80. Third year was 300. Last year was 450.
Nice.
We were expecting a lot more this year, but because of the whole COVID thing that's going on,
fuck COVID.
But yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck COVID. Hit the button.
But we're actually more focused on the ceremonial part because it's the 5th year, and Barry's family is going to be here. His
That's
mom,
gonna be awesome.
His brother and sister, and the helmet will be here.
Well, we're trying to push out. You know, I got some really good dedicated listeners that have a really decent reach, and we're pushing it out there, brother. And we're going to try to get as many people there as we can. I know a lot of people in North Carolina. My bro JP Cervantes lives there as well. So we're going to.
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's JP, your boy.
JP.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got a story about that dude. I could tell you a story about him too.
Oh,
JP,
guardrail.
burned.
Guardrail.
If he's listening, he knows what story I'm about to tell. So you ever been to Fayetteville, North Carolina?
I have, yes.
So Charlie Mike's, have you ever been to Charlie Mike's?
I have never been to Charlie Mike's, but I've heard about Charlie Mike's. My cousin was an aviation mechanic over there at Fort Bragg, so he took me out, but we didn't go to Charlie Mike's. But I know. Okay. Go ahead.
So Charlie Mike's has a wall of honor. It's all the fallen Green Berets and support guys. Anyways, so one year I decided I want to do something, and I decided to let's read all the names off the walls. And I actually found the group that tap dance the Ballad of the Green Beret. I don't know if you ever seen it online, but it's a group that tap dance the Ballad of the Green Beret. And it's like you could hear a pin drop in the room when they did it. And I made a promise to myself. I said, I'm going to find out who they are and what they are and bring them here. And I brought them to Fayetteville. I brought them to Charlie Mike's. Anyway, we read the names off the wall. It was over 250 names. And so we all read about 50 names each. JP gets up there, and why did JP make every name on that wall that he said sound like they were from South America? Like if your name was John Smith, he was like, Hon Schmidt. I was like, what? It's John Smith. And he just made every name sound like they were from South America somewhere. So that's my funny story about JP Survive. He was actually one of my sponsors last year for the run, too.
You know, I haven't met JP, but we have a lot of mutual friends, and he was on my podcast on episode 10. He was episode 10 of my podcast, and his last VTSR podcast, I was on it. So the last VTSR podcast are Brugman stories. So you might want to check that out. So we haven't met, but we're pretty tight, and I'm hoping he's going to come down for this event because he's back home already.
I like saying
he was there. He was there last year. He'll be there, and I tell you, but that's the gist of it. And last year I incorporated shirts, so I'm very good friends with Tyler Merritt from Nine Line.
Oh, so nice! I've been trying to get in there. I haven't made it yet, but I'm trying to get in there.
I have 8 signs. When Nine Line did their grand opening for their new location, the part of the opening was the sign dedication. So we put up 7 signs at Nine Line headquarters. 8th was Garrett Briggs, Miranda, who you met yesterday, TJ.
Right. That's in Georgia, right?
So Nine Line did Georgia. My shirts. Yep, Nine Line did my shirts last year.
Nice.
And, this year I went with a different veteran company just to share the wealth. But so last year we were able to raise $5,000 to give to 5 different organizations that support suicide awareness and suicide prevention. And actually ended up being $4,000 because I was the 5th guy, but there was a lot of money that I did not take into consideration of stuff I need to cover, which is why my organization and what I do is always going to be funded. But I was able to give those 4 people what they wanted. So this year we're doing the same thing. We're up to about $4,200 in sales of T-shirts, and our goal is $5,000, and we're gonna give 5 different organizations. 1 being 22 Until None, 2 being All Veteran Parachute Team, 3 Troops for Trade, 4 Off-Road Outreach, and 5 a Gold Star Memorial Fund, where they're trying to build a Gold Star Memorial in Spring Lake, which is going to cost about $70,000. But
so Rick, where can people go? Where can people go to buy these T-shirts?
So these T-shirts are mainly sold through my treasurer. Her name is Eli High on Facebook.
Eli, what's up?
He met her. So
oh yeah, Eli. She got the baddest eyelashes out there, baby. She a bad bitch.
There's an Eventbrite link that they can go on there, and I think we just put a donation tab on there. But other than that, if they purchase a T-shirt, the T-shirt will be held for them at the run. So, but nice. Other than that, they can contact me or Eli directly. Eli will get the T-shirt shipped out to them. So I can send you all that info and you tag that.
Two questions. Are T-shirts going to be available the day of the event?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
and also everybody else, I will get the link from Rick, and I will put the link up on my webpage, GaryBrugman.com, so you can click the link on my webpage and go straight to where you can buy the T-shirts.
Straight to it, baby. Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and do that. Hey, Rick, you got time to hang with us for another little bit? Because I got to make a little announcement here real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, all right.
Rick's ready to chill. Rick's in chill mode.
That's it. That's it. Now all I need to do is find my papers, but I'll be all right. I'll make it.
Tell us about that shirt you wearing for the listeners, Mr. Brugman.
I'm gonna share it in a minute. Here we go.
I like it.
All right, everybody. I need to tell everybody about Heroes Media Group. Heroes Media Group, the Gary Brugman podcast, is now part of the family and part of that whole Heroes Media Group network. So check out the articles and other podcasts on heroesmediagroup.com. And you can also find our podcast on there as well. So just go to their webpage, heroesmediagroup.com, click on the shows, and you'll see us right there. And you can also go to my webpage, GaryBrugman.com, and there's links to all the episodes there. And don't forget to find us on YouTube. Don't forget to find us on YouTube because all these episodes for the past 11 episodes are up there on YouTube. So you're gonna love it. And I need to thank Active Carry Technologies, man, because these guys, these guys are so great. But go to Active Carry Tech, that's TEC.com, and go to Active Carry Nation and Active Carry on Instagram and Facebook. So Active Carry Technologies was developed for everyone. And after several years of designing kits with state and federal agencies, they saw an opportunity to cover a couple of concepts that were being ignored. And the main idea was that everyone, regardless of who you are, is capable of being a first responder. You come up on an accident or whatever it is, you can save someone's life. So go to Active Carry Tech, and a basic first aid kit is all you need. I mean, they have IFAKs, which are individual first aid kits for those of you that know Habla military. They have the BORTAC kit, which is my favorite because I was a Border Patrol agent. And they also have custom-made kits. If you need a kit specifically for your purpose that you're doing, they'll make it for you. So go to Active Carry Tech, TEC.com, or Active Carry Nation, or Active Carry on Instagram and Facebook. And we also need to give a shout out to who, TJ?
I don't know who.
Swifty.
Swifty!
Swifty! What's up? Hey, Eric, can you believe he said, I don't know? I don't know who we shouting out.
I gotta lead you into it, bro. I need you to tee it up.
You forgot about Swifty. Swifty!
Never. Swifty, I told you, Swifty's going to build me a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Hey, you know, he was telling us, not telling us, he told me the other day that, dude, the man was on the can listening to the podcast and he came up to Swifty and he's sitting on the can. And he was like, Swifty!
Yeah.
The man was on the can.
That's great.
I'm telling you, brother, I'm telling you. So, but yeah, man, so that's what we got for now. And we are back continuing with Rick Murillo from the Man 22 event, from the event that is going to be happening here August 22nd in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And you're going to have Congressman Davis, I think it is, and
Councilman Davis.
Councilman Davis, and Captain Woody. Can you tell us about Captain Woody?
Captain Woody's firefighter, retired firefighter.
One of my peoples.
Yes, definitely. You'll definitely love him. Great guy. He actually knows Bobby Henline. He's part of that group actually.
All right.
And Bobby recommended him to me because I've always, we incorporated first responders on our third year. So Bernard.
We appreciate that. That.
Of course, because most of the times military, we transition into a first responder role.
Because that's what we do.
So Bernard Carrick was actually my guest speaker for the third year. I met Bernard Carrick at a 9-line event, the actual event that we did the grand opening.
I like that guy a lot.
I called him, I called him like 4 days before the event, or maybe 3 days. And I was like, hey, what's up, Bernie? Blah, blah. We've been texting. I was like, hey, what are you doing Saturday? He was like, I don't know, Rick. What the fuck am I doing Saturday? I was like, I would like to have you at my run to be my guest speaker for first responder. He's like, oh, so I must have been your last choice. I was like, no, it's actually something that I just thought of, and you'd be perfect for it. He's like, all right. He's like, let me check my schedule. And I was like, okay. checked his schedule. He's like, all right. I was like, all right, man, I'll fly you in. I'll pay for your hotel. He's like, listen, Rick, you fly me in. That's cool. He's like, I'll take care of everything else. I was like, all right, Bernie, I got you. And I fucking flew him in. And
Nice.
my guest speaker. And but yeah, so Bernie Carrick, Bobby Henline, you know, Bobby's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
I know Bobby. Bobby's a good friend of mine. I've known him for several years. And I don't know if you know who the Shadow Warrior Riders are.
Uh-uh.
All right, they're a motorcycle group out of Florida. I was one of the founders of the club, and they're big with Nine Line. And Bobby was at our event last year, and they support and they support a lot of the Benghazi guys and stuff. And they do a lot of events. Last year they raised almost $50,000 for Tiggs for Beyond the Battlefield. So, but we'll see what we can work on there, because we need to get more people involved with your event, man.
Yeah. It's a great cause. Great cause.
And honestly, one of the guys that's involved with us is Ryan Weaver. You know Ryan Weaver?
No, I don't.
He's a country singer, and he did a video with a lot of the guys from Benghazi, and he's big involved with us. So he helps us out, and he was going to do another video for human trafficking, which involved a lot of big names like Sawman Sawyer and Andy Desperado and Christopher Martini, and JP was supposed to be in there, and I was supposed to be in there helping them out with the video, but the whole COVID thing happening and pushed everything off. Yeah. And that's how me and JP actually got in contact, was because we were supposed to do this video shoot together. So we can work on that and see what we can do to help your project, man, because this project needs to explode. Yep. This project needs to explode. And I was just on JP's podcast talking about that, because you know, I know you said you had an ankle bracelet on, and I don't know if you know my story, but I was a Border Patrol agent, and I pushed an illegal alien on the ground. I did 9 years in the Coast Guard, almost 9 years, and then I went straight into the Border Patrol. And then I was in the Border Patrol for about 4.5 years, and I pushed an illegal alien on the ground, and I've violated his civil rights by doing so. So make a long story short, they locked me up for 2 years, 5 different federal prisons, 5 different federal prisons. And that was in 2002. Well, I got convicted in 2002. I got sentenced to 27 months, and I did 2 years, and I got out in 2006. And since then, I haven't been able to recover up here. I haven't been able to recover over here. I've got 2 degrees, and I still can't get past a laborer's job because I got a felony. So
exactly.
And I was on JP's podcast when we were talking about veteran suicide, and I'm straight up one to say I think about putting a bullet in my head every day, but I don't. And as a matter of fact, last week I had a bad week, and God sent me a text, and you know we got to keep on moving, and we need to make your event explode, because we need to make this 22 till none, no more. We need to stop this shit. And one of the things I was saying, brother, you know, a lot of veterans come back and their heads are messed up because of the things that they've seen and the things that they've gone through, and they can't get it out of their heads. And my thing is that for the past 20 years, I've been an able-bodied person, and I'm not allowed to help. I couldn't clean freaking kitchen tables off for KBR in Afghanistan if I wanted to, because I can't get the clearance. I can't wipe tables. I can't do shit. And here I am trying to serve the country. I got the red, white, and blue behind me. You see my coins. I mean, I'm all about America. I'm all about my country, you know, and I can't do nothing. So that's why I'm here, and I'm trying to make your podcast explode. And Bobby Henline's a good friend of mine. I actually reached out to him, but I was going to have him on the podcast, but we said, TJ said we can have you. So I was like, okay, I'll holler at Bobby later. Bobby, sorry, brother.
Gary, you know what I love about this message they send, bro, is very masculine men. Something that you would call in this day that these people toxic masculinity.
Right.
Alpha males have a hard time reaching out for help. We're always the ones that try to solve the problem. We never try to be the problem. We hold everything in. When you talk to somebody you know, or sometimes it's somebody you don't know that you could open up to and say, yeah, man, you know, I've been going through these rough times, and it just flows because you know an honest soul when you roll up to one.
Exactly.
It's just something about the energy, man. And this message that Rick and his crew is putting out, because I got to hang out with his inner circle. And let me tell you, all great people, all speak the word of peace, love, happiness, take care of one another. And I really got to see the inner core of Rick's organization. It was beautiful, man.
And to be honest with you, DJ, like, I mean, besides Eli has been there a good, she's actually one of the reasons we dated for about 2 years. We're actually not together, but she was a big part of where I'm at today. She's a big part of everything that I do. She got me my driver's license back. She's got me in contact with my kids. She's got my child support, everything back. So that's why she's the treasurer of my organization. And a lot of people say, why is she your treasurer? She's your ex-girlfriend. You shouldn't mix those together. I go, no, she's the reason why I'm financially where I'm at right now, because of what she did to take care of me. So what better person to run the money for my organization than that person that I trust?
Somebody you trust, and that's it. You know, and you're looking at somebody that's got trust no one on their arm. So when you got somebody that you trust, that's a big thing, man.
Exactly. And go back to what you're saying with the felony and all that stuff. You know, I have that, and it's you know, as much as I want to do for my country, and if people know, they know me, they know I will at a drop of a dime, I will go back, I will suit back up. You know, I might not be as fast, but I am as furious when it comes to this country.
Fuck
and
yeah.
That's 100%. And what I was talking about yesterday, we started 22 pull-ups a day for 22 days up until the run. And the reasoning behind the 22 pull-ups, I mean, I told TJ yesterday, back in my time, in one of my competitions, I did 47 pull-ups straight. You know, nowadays I did 10 pull-ups straight. But I want people, the push-ups are easy. Push-ups, anybody can get down for some people, but for guys like us, it's easy. But knowing that you're going to get on a pull-up bar, you're going to get up on a pull-up bar, knowing that you're going to get off that pull-up bar to get right back on to finish those 22, that's what this is about.
Roger
that. Guys like us, we can't do our 22 pull-ups straight anymore, but we know we're going to get off that bar just to get right back on that bar to finish that. It takes me about 3 times to get off the bar, get back on the bar, as we saw in the video yesterday. And to understand the struggle, you have to have experienced the struggle. So experiencing the struggle of doing 22 pull-ups, getting off the bar, knowing that you're looking right at that bar again, knowing that you're about to get back on that bar, maybe do 3, maybe do 1, get back off, do another one. But that's what the whole focus behind the 22 pull-ups, where I switched it up, went from not 22 push-ups. That's cool. Let's make it harder, because you know why? Because suicide is building itself to more of a challenge for all of us now. There's 7 people that I know that they know somebody that lost this year. So the struggle is harder now. So let's make the challenges harder. Let's make the challenges harder to accomplish our mission and accomplish what we're trying to do, and focus. And let's go. If you really want to.
It's really sad to say. It's really sad to say, but it's almost like suicide is becoming a thing. You know, and it's like, it's not a thing. It's not a thing, motherfuckers. No, reach out to somebody. Reach out to the suicide hotline. Reach out to whoever it is, you know. I mean, send a text, send a DM message. I mean, be there. I mean, TJ knows a couple of weeks ago, dude, I was in a real bad place, you know, and I get there sometimes, but I push forward.
Vice versa.
Yeah. And you know, it happens, but man, you know, it's not the way, and we need to stop it. We need to stop it 100% for everybody that's out there.
You know, wouldn't you want to talk to somebody that expresses their feelings the same as you?
You know what it is, man? You know, I'll tell you right now what it is. And we're running out of time, so we need to watch our time. We got about 15 minutes, but what it is, it's like me. It's like, you know, I've had a hard time for the past 20 years, and when I reach out, I don't want to seem like a whiny little bitch. You know, you reach out to your bros that know you, that know how tough you are, that know that it's blood and guts, and you reach out and you're like, oh man, and they're like, I'm like, quit your whining, put your big boy panties on and move forward. And you know, they don't realize, a lot of people don't realize where you're at, you know? So, I mean, it also, not only does it, when you reach out to somebody, you need to know who you're reaching out too, because you take everything serious. It happened to me one time. One of my friends reached out to me back in the early 90s, and I didn't take him serious. So it happened to me too, Rick. You know,
Yeah, me too.
he made a joke because he had tried slicing his wrist. And I said, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah, man. He goes, I'll never do that again. That hurts. Next time I'll just jump off a roof. I was like, oh, come on, man. Stop that. Well, that's what he did.
Fuck.
You know? Yeah. And that's what he did. So, I mean, take all this serious because suicide isn't a joke, man. And I know firsthand. And let's not forget again, on August 22nd, Fayetteville, North Carolina, the Man 22 event. Showtime starts at 1200 hours at Rick's Place, and I have the address. It's on Shenandoah Boulevard somewhere. I will put it out on my website, GaryBrugman.com. Make sure you're there. The Man 22 event, I have the stuff posted on my website and on my Instagram, or you can get hold of Rick Murillo or TJ, and we'll give you all the info you need. Bobby Henline's going to be there, Captain Woody, Councilman Davis, Bernard Carrick, and we, Gary and TJ from the podcast, we're going to be there live as well. So we're looking forward to it.
Our first event.
Our first event, yeah.
right before we end the season, our first event, and that's going to lead into season 2 of more shenanigans and bouncing off of guardrails.
That's right. We got 5 more episodes till season 1 ends, and then we're going into season 2. But real quick, man, real quick. I got to touch on a couple of other things. Rick, if you want to hang out and enjoy this conversation, it's going to be good. But DJ, you have something to tell Gil? Well, now he leaves on me. Sorry, bastard.
All right. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's freaking get it out of the way.
Let's get it out of the way.
Gil from Old Patrol HQ. Gil, I broke down.
He broke down. He did it. He went and got a
pedicure.
Yep. He went and got a pedicure.
And let me tell you, it was on my way to meet Rick. I had some time to kill. I started going, and you know what? We walked into the place. It wasn't busy. They took us right in. I didn't even know what was going on. I was getting whisked away and put into a chair that was vibrating and rolling on my back, and it felt delicious. So why am I using these words now? Why am I sounding like this?
Because you enjoyed it.
Did you hear what I just said?
It felt delicious.
They're rubbing the masculinity out of my feet, bro.
What type of grown-ass man used the word delicious?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I go for one pedicure, and I'm having issues, bro. I'm having issues.
Hey, did it feel good, and do your feet feel amazing right now?
All right, listen. They did this thing. First of all, the little Asian lady, she was punching my feet like it was a punching bag. Like she was speed bagging it, man. Bang, 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 bang. So then I was like, all right, this is cool. The seat's cool. Everything's nice. All of a sudden, man, she came out with this stuff that smelled like oranges and looked like sugar. And she started scrubbing my calves and my feet and going in between. Then she pulled out another bottle of this, another bottle of that, cleaned it all up, said and done. And I put my feet into my socks, and they felt like brand new socks.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Butter. Yep. My feet were butter. So, Gil, you're up. Gil, you are up.
Gil, you better get your ass down there. I will get hold of Diana somehow and tell her you need to get a pedicure. All right, because those talons that you got like this.
Don't punk out, Gil. Nope. Gil, don't punk out.
You need to do it. All right. You said you were gonna do it. You punked out once already. Don't do it again. You don't do it again. So. All right, so now it's 2-1. We're on. It's your turn. We're gonna make it happen, and believe me, I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy. So, big news is happening in my world. So, Rick, check it out. So, the past 2 years, I've had a pardon petition into the President of the United States, the 45th President, Donald J. Trump, for a pardon petition, because my stuff is federal, right? And my charge was 18 USC 242 subsection B, which is deprivation of rights under color of law. So while acting as a Border Patrol agent, I pushed this guy on the ground and I violated his civil rights. No injury, no bruises, no nothing. So I got a pardon in, and I've been trying to get the president's attention, and that's the whole reason I started this podcast.
Yep.
And I've had a lot of things happen, but one big thing just happened, and Chad Prather, the next governor of Texas, heard my story. And I went out there. Somehow there was a mysterious one extra ticket, and I went out to Spring, Texas on Friday and hung out with Chad Prather, and he's onto my story now, and then that is really, really huge for me.
He's great, man. He's like one of us, bro. I've been following him for a while.
Chad Prather is the bomb. CJ, thank you for taking the time to spend with me and help me out. Yeah, CJ, not you. Not TJ, TJ.
I'm the only. I thought I was the only one who have initials.
Don't make me mute you. I will. So, but CJ, thank you for hanging out and giving me all the tips and help me with the podcast and help me grow this and get the word out. Party File Steve, you are the bomb. I hope you enjoyed that Warfighter tobacco. I mean, and dude, Cooper Wade, what a hell of a guy, man. Dude, this dude's an ox, bro. I stood next to him. I was talking to Chad. I said hello, and we were going to take a picture. And Cooper Wade goes, hey, I'm Cooper Wade. I was like, you're huge as fuck is what you are. and he's like, he goes, I can eat like a motherfucker. I was like, I'm sure you can. Dude, the guy looked like he would drop me from here to freaking 7th Avenue, dude, in New York City.
And you're not what I consider a short person, Gary.
I'm 6'1" with boots, and the guy dwarfed me, bro.
He shook your hand. You look like you had baby hands, probably.
I'm telling you, I'm glad he wasn't my cellmate. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I'm
glad he wasn't my fucking Sully. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, goodness gracious. Chad, though, man. I'm with Chad. Yo, I wish he was running for my governor.
Dude, Chad is great, man. And we have a great governor. Our governor here in Texas, Greg Abbott, used to be the attorney general, and he's a great governor, and everybody loves him. They're like, yeah, Greg Abbott. And he reopened Texas really quick, and yeah, Greg Abbott. But, Texas don't fuck around. The minute he fucks up and says, oh, we got to close Texas, everybody's like, fuck Greg Abbott. Texas don't play around, man.
Tell us what to do.
Just like Antifa. Huh?
Where you at in Texas?
I'm in San Antonio.
Okay.
I'm in San Antonio. I was staying up in Fort Worth for a while, but I'm in San Antonio now. And
Studio South.
Yeah, the Studio South. Before I was traveling back and forth because I had to take care of my mom. So when I was in Fort Worth, it was Studio North, and then I would pack up all my stuff to come visit my mom. It was Studio South. But now I moved down because she's not doing well, and this is the new Studio South right here. But I got to show you something real quick, man. Hold on. It's one of my prized possessions. Hold on.
Oh, man, he's got some great things, man. Let me tell you. He's got some collectible stuff. A crack in the case. The ladies and gentlemen listening on the podcast, he cracked the case. He pulled out a coin. What coin did he pull out for us?
I got my Bernard Carrick coin right here.
Hey!
40th Police Commissioner of the NYPD.
Congratulations on your pardon.
Yep.
And I got my bracelet.
Hey!
I don't have a bracelet.
I don't have nothing.
What bracelet is that?
I got the coin in the bracelet. So this bracelet was made of white gold, and it was made from the steel from 9/11.
Wow.
It's in the video. And so he presented it to me at the third.
Gary's pouting. Gary's fucking pouting over there. Look at Gary fucking pouting.
All right, this damn podcast is over.
Calm down. Easy there, too.
No, that's really awesome, dude.
Hey, Gary, put that coin away.
Oh no, dude, this is my pride possession, brother.
Listen, you law enforcement guys, military guys do the coin thing. Us fire department personnel.
Do the dildo thing.
Yo, man, you're the only one with blue dildo stories, bro.
You're the only one with the blue dildo, so don't start.
Oh my goodness! Listen, it's a pen. It's not a vibrator. It's
a
pen.
Hey, real quick, we're running out of time. We got about 6 minutes. But Rick, TJ, when we first started doing the YouTube, we was talking, and he had this pen doing this thing. That pen that he's got right there, right? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, that looks like a freaking dildo, right? And then his wife texts me. He's like, why does my husband look like he's waving the blue dildo? I was like, I thought the same thing.
My wife killed me the entire weekend up until we did the Monday podcast on Sunday night. And I was getting banged over the head with it. See what happens, man, when you start introducing freaking pedicures into alpha males?
Hey,
I don't know what the hell is happening to me. My vocabulary is changing. People are accusing me. Hey, are you married, man, woman? You gay? Like, what the fuck? Because I got a faux hawk and I'm 45 years old? Go suck a dick. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong but having good feet, good hands, you know? I mean, hey.
The pedicure thing, I'm in. Gary,
I'm telling you.
You got me. I'm in.
I would not steer you wrong, my brother. I would not steer you wrong. So once again, before we leave, we got about 3 more minutes. I want to throw out the Man 22 event, Fayetteville, North Carolina, August 22nd. It's in a little less than 3 weeks. Be there or be square. We're going to be there. Bernard Carrick's going to be there. My brother Bobby Henline is going to be there. Captain Woody, Councilman Davis, Rick Murillo, Lou the Air Force guy, everybody. We're all going to be there. So let's go there. Let's buy some T-shirts. Let's help this man raise money for his event. And let's make sure it happens, man.
Gary, you know Lou, Rick's one of Rick's partners over there, you know, one of his inner circle. Lou said that he's got your first shot of Jameson.
I'm in. Not nothing.
Oh no, you don't.
Got me hammered on Friday night, dude. So I'm ready for another round.
Oh no,
not like Friday these guys. For the meet and greet, right?
I'm gonna try to make that. Gary's still stuck in Texas, so I'll try to shoot up for that.
Friday is the meet and greet at Kraken Skulls compound. So we'll have food catered there by Carolina Ale House, but Friday at 6 p.m. is the meet and greet.
What's your Instagram?
I'm going to try to get there I'm going to try to get into North Carolina on Thursday or somewhere because me and TJ need to work it out. But I gotta hit Charlie Mike's if I'm in Fayetteville because JP will not let me live it down.
Oh, we will hit Charlie Mike's Friday after the meet and greet.
All right. So I'm in. So I plan on getting there Thursday.
All the guest speakers, all the guests, they will all be at the meet and greet Friday. All the families will be in Friday. So, you know, the whole thing is to have this meet and greet. So when Saturday comes around and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, the families have familiar faces they can talk to and connect with. And I'll be going 100 miles an hour. I'll tell you that.
But whatever we can do to help you, just let us know. And everybody, I don't want to take anything from the Man 22 event, but we are also accepting some donations to try to get my ass from Texas to Fayetteville, North Carolina, because I need an airline ticket. If anybody's got some miles, let me know.
Just get him here.
But I got the rest. I will be there one way or another, and we are going to make it happen. It's going to be a great event. The Man 22 event, August 22nd, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
And also, the T-shirt event is on Saturday, August 15th, like Rick was saying.
And I'm going to try to get Bobby Henline here on the podcast for the next podcast. And also, Rick, you are more than welcome to come back all the way, even beyond. But we want to push this event. Anytime you want to come on from now to the event, come and throw on 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or you can stay with us the whole podcast. You're welcome here every time.
From infinity to beyond.
This is what I got to deal with.
We had a great time. I tell you, we had a great time.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Before we roll out, any last words you want to give anybody?
Just basically, hey, you guys don't quit on me, and I won't quit on you.
Amen, brother.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at. So,
amen, brother.
Never quit.
God bless. So we're gonna roll out with some music.
Oh, yeah. Well, that concludes this episode of the Gary Brugman Podcast. Please like and subscribe on social media. Stay frosty and always watch your six.
I want to thank everybody for listening to yet another episode of the Gary Brugman Podcast. I love y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everything you do for us. And don't forget, support the Man 22 event. And we're trying to get there. So God bless you. Stay alert. Stay vigilant. Stay safe. God bless.